The first gameplay for Formula 1 2020 has been revealed just a couple of minutes ago, and it's all about the new circuit Sandvoort, which will be included in F1 2020 for the first time, driven in the Red Bull, but it's not actually the Red Bull. If you notice something, it's actually the 2020 spec car in the Red Bull livery. Obviously we all know this because Codemasters don't have the final game models until probably a week or two before the game comes out. So this is the first look on board of the 2020 spec car, and I'm not gonna lie, it actually looks sick. They've obviously redone everything with the spec car, but enough with the spec car. The first gameplay for Formula 1 2020 is out. The trailer is out, of course, for Sandvoort, and I'm not gonna lie, the graphics do look really good. The gameplay, we can't really tell much from the gameplay. Obviously the handling does look a little bit understeery, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, especially coming through the second sector, especially in that long right-hander. About the track, like, in my opinion, the graphics, like, we get to see our first, how the graphics look for this game. In my opinion, the graphics look a little bit like F1 2018, don't they? It looks like a little bit more sharper, a little more darker. Like, and in my opinion, F1 2018 looked like this, especially when they were, revealing, Hockenheim and Circuit Paul Ricard. They're going to release 2 new tracks as well, obviously, for this game, Sandvoort and Hanoi. I'm eager to see the first gameplay for Hanoi, but I'm not going to lie, I think Sandvoort's going to be a really nice circuit to drive this year, especially with all the bumps and the fast corners, and just all the corners that you have to get right. I mean, I can't imagine everyone's first impression and reaction when they load up the game for the first time and they go on time trial and they get this game. I want you to notice the penultimate corner and the final corner. Notice how there's a massive gravel trap on the penultimate corner, and then the banking for the final corner. That's going to be that's going to be fun. The pit lane as well, that's going to be sick. Also notice the Heikkinen, the drinks, the alcoholic drink, Heikkinen I think that's what it's called. It used to be the old sponsor for the Champions League, but notice how the Heikkinen drink sponsor is now in this trailer. It says drink before you drive, and that's the official motto of Heikkinen. So even though this game is a PEGI free, it's now starting to promote Heikkinen sponsors. Well, it's telling you not to drink and drive, of course, which is very sensible, but it's the official motto of Heikkinen, which is an alcoholic drink. But apart from that, this circuit does look like a lot of fun. And in the previews, when it came to the previews, that track preview that they do, it doesn't say anything about the bumps or like the elevation changes. So hopefully when the game comes out, hopefully they can fix that, because that's one of the biggest issues of this game when it comes, F1 2019, when it comes to actual physics and tracks. It's just the bump, just the elevation changes and the bumpiness when it comes to the game. And the last thing I want to talk about on this circuit is notice the Kerbs and how they stick out. So in F1 2019, pretty much the first week of the game, you couldn't really touch the Kerbs, otherwise they were auto spin Kerbs. But with the setups and how the setups all changed, and the more we learned about the setups, the more we could abuse the Kerbs. So maybe this could be one of the only tracks on this game that you cannot touch the Kerbs at all, because notice the way that they stick out in these corners, especially the fast corners, the fast left-hander and the fast right-hander before you go downhill for Sector 3. That might be very interesting. Okay, so to end this video, they've also released more information, and they've released the cover art for Formula 1 2020. As you all know, there are 2 editions this year, the 70th edition and the Michael Schumacher Deluxe edition. For the Schumacher edition, it's the standard Schumacher edition. They've got Michael Schumacher's PNG there. I don't know, is that 2004? It looks like a 2004 PNG. And it has the 70 logo in the background covered in red. I think it's a basic cover compared to F1 2018 and F1 2019. I think the background's a little bit basic, and they also have F1 2020, the official video game, and Formula 1 and Formula 2. So Formula 2 will be coming back for F1 2020. The UK and international cover will feature Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel, just like last season. I think that's epic. considering that they're both side by side, having their shoulder poses and stuff. But yeah, again, the basic background is just, it's basic, isn't it? Red and yeah, just red and the 70s logo. They've also got Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc for the French, Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg, Italy and Japan cover of the game. Obviously Verstappen is with Red Bull and Leclerc is with Ferrari, so that's actually very interesting. They've got all these drivers doing side by side fold arms with that. That actually looks sick. So actually in other news as well, we also now learn about F2 and what F2 drivers are actually going to be doing in this year's new My Team mode, and you can actually buy them now. They're actually available, so no longer we can use creative players. We can now actually go into the drivers market and actually scout and maybe buy an F2 driver from the beginning. So that's going to be very interesting. Well, thank you for watching this video on F1 2020, the Sandvoort circuit, the first look of Sandvoort. I really like this circuit. I really like how flowing it is, and I think the high-speed corners are going to make some insane lap times. I'm not sure about the racing. Hopefully the racing is better than qualifying, but I can just tell sending a lap up together and getting that perfect lap is going to feel so good on this track. So thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe for more F1 2020 content. The countdown is officially on July 10th. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.